Andy gave me that idea, just so you know.
I'm like, what's going on behind my back? What's going on?
Because Andy was like, no, I posted in there that I wasn't sure if we were going to do the scoring stuff today or not because we can't get a hold of Kent. And then Andy says, this sounds like you're already scoring. And then I was like, oh, let me just play the video. And so I played the video. You had no idea I was playing it.
Oh, shit. Well, there you go. And I was just messing around. I wasn't.
But it went great with that video.
Just trying to get my piano chops going and understand how to use both hands properly.
Andy said, what a great video. Who did that? I have no idea, Andy. No clue. No clue who did that. Yeah, so, there he is.
Welcome in, Steve, Viral Beats.
There he is.
What's all this? Just starting the show and it's still bleeding daylight. What's going on?
Manga?
What time is it there?
It's not even 8:30 yet.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, it's not getting dark here until close to 9.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, the sunlight is still up where Ken is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because normally 11?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Midnight sometimes.
Midnight sometimes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we wanted to come on early and not stay super long so we can have, a decent rest of our Saturday.
Right? Somewhat.
A bit.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
She does like her movies too, so.
Yeah. Well, yesterday we saw a great movie. It was called Last Breath.
Okay.
And it was based on a true story.
Yeah, out in Aberdeen.
Are you putting that up higher?
Oh.
It's distracting.
No, I just thought we were going to play a little bit. I didn't know. Okay, sorry.
Or if you want to.
No, I mean, you're the producer of the show. I'm fucking sorry.
Put it back to where you had it.
Oops.
And
Obviously, we're not playing anything.
And don't touch it.
Oh, a little bit of marital tension.
And just sit here and just, I don't know. I don't know what to do now. Just sit here and look fucking pretty, I guess. Can't.
And yes, you guys.
Well, you do it. I can't.
Oh.
No, I'll do it. Neither one of you can.
Oh,
That's
there you go.
How would we know?
What's wrong with you two?
I don't know.
But yeah, if you guys want to play something a little bit, here you go. I put it back up for you.
I figured we were going to wait for Azio, and we might as well keep ourselves busy.
Yeah, go ahead and play. I put your fader back up.
Shit, that's my volume.
Mm-hmm,
Have we got Scott on the horizon as well?
I sent him the link. I don't know.
Scott might be busy.
Mm-hmm. He's been doing a bunch of.
He's got to get
like somebody'd be busy.
Right?
Patches.
He's got a lot of patches he has to put down for, I think, 3 different machines. He's trying to do over 100 and something patches. And the last one he just put out for the TEO was selling like hotcakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You could put your master back up. And then you guys can, I don't know, do whatever. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. It's in the C. I was just messing around with the keys, just giving myself some practice and some training on both hands and using bass with highs, the shit you went over with me. But I'm just going real slow.
Yeah.
I guess eventually I'll get faster and faster.
By the way, have you picked yourself out a bit of video yet?
No, not yet. We were going to talk about it once everybody was in.
Okay.
You got a suggestion or something? Ken?
If you have a suggestion.
Pick something that speaks to you, basically. I think probably is the most constructive thing I could say.
You're going to have to do some research.
The score to The Last Breath was amazing last night.
I totally heard Kent over that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember being that loud last night.
Yeah. Well, you were.
It
was great.
Oh, Fiona terminated her account with Disney today, which surprised me, because normally if the television isn't on, she thinks she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Oh, why is that?" She goes, "Oh, Disney. They've been been a bit sort of heavy on the old supporting Trump thing. I'm going, oh, okay. Apparently, there is. They showed video of Disney World today, and it's like empty.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
No,
For
there's nobody flying to America to go to Disney. Apparently,
Well,
everything's down.
Yeah, but it's been like that though. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. Disney has been going downhill.
No, this was on the news.
Since well, don't believe the news neither. But
no,
Disney
we're all right with
has
our
been-
news. We don't allow lying.
Yeah, Disney.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, it started going downhill during COVID.
Yep, and Epcot Center.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
not just the Disneys in California, but Disneys all around
Florida,
the
too.
world
Yeah,
are
Florida as well, yeah.
closing different rides and different attractions. They're limiting how many days they're open. I think they're removing the passes on some areas. COVID really did a number for
They
everybody.
did a number on that. The cruise ships.
Yeah.
I tell you something else that might not be helping. They showed all these ICE agents waiting outside the entrances to Disney World.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, looks like you're gonna have to hire good old American people to do the job.
Yeah, and
There
of course
you go.
there's that thing that happened today, wasn't it? A Democratic senator, is it, has been shot in his house
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
by
Two
someone
of-
pretending
two
to be a
of
cop.
yeah, him and his wife.
Yeah, him and his wife, and then there was a lady
Yeah.
who.
Yeah, the other two they were killed on site,
Right. And then
Jesus
two are recovering
Christ.
in the hospital.
and that's exactly where they want to take this. They
Yeah.
want to take it to where there's blood being shed on both sides. You remember
what-
back a few years ago where there was a bunch of conservative reps playing baseball for a charity event for the youth, and then someone went out there and just started shooting them all. Steve Scalise and all that. You probably don't remember. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I'll tell you what, you two keep your fucking heads down tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Why?
Yeah.
What's
Because you got that that dictator march going on, and there's all sorts of was it no king protests going on tomorrow?
Oh, I haven't. We don't pay attention.
We don't follow the news.
We
to be
keep to
honest.
ourselves,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, the trouble is, it does have a tendency to suddenly turn up on your doorstep when you're not expecting it.
not where we
That's the
live.
problem.
Yeah, now where
They'll
we
get
are.
too tired
Yeah.
coming this way.
Plus,
They're
there
like,
ain't nothing out
fuck
here
it."
but corn. So I mean,
Yeah.
unless you're
Yeah.
really fucking hungry.
Another reason why we live in the most rural parts
Yeah,
of.
yeah. We abandoned the cities and
Yeah.
news and media long ago.
Well, if
And-
shit gets too heavy, we've got a spare room.
Oh, don't worry, we're armed to the teeth.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh man, it's still terrible though.
Yeah, I mean, all this shit is just, it's, you know what, Kent? She's going to read something that's just going to fucking capitalize on everything you just said. And when she read it to me, I was just like, yep, that's pretty much us.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty much, we're all going to hell in a handbasket.
Let's jam out for a little bit. I'm gonna go run inside
Yeah.
the house and use the little girl's room, and then we'll discuss.
Let's get something set up here.
Where are you going? Oh, okay. You want to turn that light on too? Azio head is in. That's who we were waiting for. All right.
Okay, then.
Let's everyone fuck off now. Bye. Love you.
Bye. See ya.
Okay. Wow. Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. Before we start, Azio's here, the man of the hour.
Mm-hmm.
Before we start, I would like you to read the people an article you saw that just had me flabbergasted.
Hang on.
When's the last time I ever used that word?
Fiberglass.
Flabbergasted.
Fiberglassed.
With fiber.
Fiberglassed.
Fiberglassed.
Okay, so it wasn't like an article. It was just like a little quick. Did you know this type of?
Oh, okay.
Quick.
So.
You sounded fiberglassed just then.
Fiber.
Go for it, dear.
Okay, it says the Universe 25 experiment is one of the most disturbing studies in the history of science, carried out by American scientist John Calhoun between 1958 and 1962. Calhoun designed an ideal environment for rats called Mouse Paradise, with abundant of food, water, and space in order to study the social dynamics of a growing population. Initially, the colony prospered, but after 317 days, population growth began to stagnate. Upon reaching 600 mice, serious social problems arose. Piracy were established. The strongest individuals began to attack others, and aggressive and manipulative. I screenshotted it, so I'm trying to find the other one. Aggressive and manipulative behaviors emerged, such as violence between females and the lack of reproductive interest in males. As passive, non-reproductive, beautiful mice, mostly male-dominated, the birth rate plummeted. Juvenile mortality reached 100%, and the colony collapsed into cannibalism and homosexuality. The experiment was repeated 25 times, each time with similar results, and has been used to model the study of social collapse and urban sociology. I'm like, isn't that what that shit is happening now?
It just seems like the more people you have,
oh look,
the
Andy,
more hell bent we are on destroying
Andy
ourselves.
Fireblade said exactly what I was thinking. It sounds like the human race in 2025. Yep.
This is why no empires last,
Right? Exactly, Kent.
no matter how strong.
Chrome said, "Oh, you said rats, not humans." That's exactly.
You could substitute that word without any problem.
Yeah.
Boring sex kills folks.
Well, that's true.
Have you seen Mountainhead yet?
What's that?
What's that, Chrome? But isn't that sad, Kent? Like, ultimately, in my gut, I know and I fear that's where we're headed. We're no longer, not the rich, not the powers that be who control the world, the oligarchs of the world, because there is no more democracies and voting. It's just who has the money, who has the agenda, and who's pointing the way. That's what it is now. And I feel like sitting at the table now to correct the path that we're on, I think it's far gone. I think that came and went, and we should have been in on that in the 80s. You know, like we should have been on top of the military industrial complex like way long ago when Nixon was talking about it. You know, and the sheeple just fell asleep. Yeah. And now we don't even here's how fucked up it really is. No one in this chat right now knows who's really driving the evil empire. Those people will never air their faces. They will never give you their address. They'll never write an article. They'll never do a speech. They'll never do a podcast, an interview. We'll never know who these people are who are truly hell-bent on greed and no mercy and so much money that they can correct the world in hunger 6 times over, and yet they sit back and they watch this shit show. They watch everyone at everybody's throats, and it's going according to plan. And we can't even fucking stop it. There's no brakes on this train.
Grum said, I think in the human situation, the homosexuals and lesbians will share the remains. Azio had said, the Roman Empire fell and we're all still here.
Yeah, but it still fell.
It still fell.
Yeah.
I mean, what makes you think, and this is directed straight to Azio, what makes you think the UK, the US, Australia, China, Japan, anywhere where it's classified as non-third world is not going to collapse? It's only inevitable that societies, especially empires, they will fall. And for many reasons, but the main reason is when our forefathers wrote the constitutions and the amendments, none of them could see the future as to where we would be today. And so a lot of that is null and void. Everyone has their own fucking idea as to what countries should do, how countries should be ran. And there's no unity behind one ideation for a country. Not one. Because what I think should be done, someone else thinks 100% different. Or even the 20% difference is still different. And it's no way you're going to appease everyone. You can't appease the churches. You can't appease the politicians. You can't appease just regular communities. Even regular communities see things different. Now what's crazy here in Indiana is everywhere I go, I see churches now that are non-denominational. I see more and more apolitical people now who are just tired of the bickering and the fighting, and they just go, you know what? I'm kind of in the middle. When everyone comes back to the middle and figure out it takes both sides to push this nightmare forward, I'll be right here in the middle.
As you said, you just need to look at history really to figure out how it can go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was a crazy experiment. I'm like, wow.
But it just tells you the truth. It's scary. That experiment is fucking scary.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty spot on.
I mean, it doesn't take a genius to realize, man, fuck. And that experiment was done 25 fucking times. If that's not accurate science, I don't know what is. They replicated the science experiment 25 times and got the same result.
Crazy. It was very interesting. Okay, do you want me to play Azio Head's video first?
Yeah, because he was the one bitching and moaning. Let's throw him to the wolves. Throw him to the spawn wolves.
Bitching and moaning.
Azio, when we throw you to the spawn wolves, just hold your nuts first.
Yeah. Absolutely. Particularly the brown one.
Make sure you hold them tight.
Yeah.
Hold them tight. Hold them tight. And put a thumb in your booty, because you don't want them to eat your booty out neither. You fight for that.
Fight for it. Don't you dare let them do it. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. Wait. Hang on. Hang on.
What?
I got to comment from Rabbit.
Jesus, fucking Rabbit. It's
He
just
says,
Rabbit.
he says, the change comes with revolution. I'm gonna tell you this, Rabbit.
The only change comes
Rabbit.
with the
And I know you coming to visit, but I'm gonna tell you this. I told Roy Droy Void this. The revolution will not be televised. Mark my words on that. It's going to be radio silent, TV silent, and the people are going to have a uprising, but no one's going to be able to televise it. I just told the future. Call me Black Stradamus. Negrodamus.
Negro.
I like that one better.
Yeah, call me Negrodamus.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, Negro Dummies. How are you?
I am fine, my lady. I have just told the future. I am weary now. I must rest my head on your bosoms.
Come rest your head on my bosoms.
Forgive me if my... Never mind.
That's what I like about Fiona. I could sleep for a week.
You're like, shit,
Yeah,
these are
can't-
cushy.
Curl up between them.
Yeah, he just nestles right on in there and shit.
He's like,
Dogs and all.
"Huggy."
They'll come on. Yeah.
Dogs, come. Let us retire into the bosom of Fiona.
Take us into your bosom, oh fair lady.
Slosh us with your milk bags.
Does she still have purple hair, or is it fading like yours?
Oh, it's purple.
Oh, really?
It's not purple, it's purple.
She needs to come. She needs to come on camera so we can see the hair.
Yes, you should show it off.
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Fiona!
Wait, you got to blow this stuff.
Yeah, I'm going
Sorry, Azia. We just
Hold
been
on.
derailed.
Fiona!
I may
This
have...
is the me taking over the show thing people
Yeah,
are
that's
going
okay.
on.
Oh, yeah.
Fiona!
This goddamn
Woman,
Woman!
come up here and show off your lovely hair.
Is she coming?
Pardon?
Excuse me?
Squeeze me, come again.
What?
Huh?
What did you say?
Welcome in, Jervis. Welcome in, Probes. Welcome in, Cheech.
No, your hair.
Apollo Hanzo.
No, come up here and show the hair that's on your head.
Please show the hair that's the
What?
one above your shoulders.
Use your other ear.
And he did. Stevie did.
Yeah.
Well, good. Come on.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry we had to pull you away from your television.
What did she?
Should have never
here-
got her a 65-incher.
Yeah, that'll suck you right in.
Yeah, tell me about it.
What are you trying to
Yeah, bruise your
accommodate?
back.
What are you trying to accommodate for? Kid?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Ta-da!
And there's me thinking 3 inches would have been enough. How foolish I was.
When did Probes sneak his ass
That's what
in
you
here?
get for thinking. Oh, he's been here for a while.
Oh, Probes, you sneaky bastard. You got
He's
past me.
been probing,
He's been probing.
hence the name. Come on, we haven't got all day. Do you need a map?
Do you need a map? Oh.
Map that ass in here.
Yeah. Yeah, GPS that ass in here, babe.
Welcome in, Viral Beast. Have I missed
Viral-
Viral Beast too? Shit.
Yeah, he was in earlier. You were busy.
Oh, plucking
Playing.
away. Yeah.
Tell her to come shake her tail feather.
Come shake her groove theory.
Tell her. Make sure she knows that she's going to be seen on live. So make sure she's fully clothed.
Well, for a change, she is. There you go.
There you go.
Come and show off. Come and show it off. Come on.
It's not all that pretty.
It's brilliant.
Oh, it is very. Oh, I like hers better than your hair.
Yeah, hers has class.
Yeah, but my hair's all flat now.
No, it's lovely.
Come
Your
on.
hair is lovely, Fiona. It's beautiful.
Fiona,
It's
listen
way
to me.
It's way better than Kent's.
Fiona.
Oh yeah, it's
Fi-
way purple.
Say, Fiona, listen to me. This is a black man talking to you, woman.
Yes.
She said yes.
You ever want to see a black man's third leg, Fiona? I call him Jerry. You want to see Jerry, Fiona?
No, I don't.
No, she said no. No.
I'm a sweet English lady.
Oh, yeah. That means you would love to
Okay.
see Jerry, goddammit.
Fiona, being such a sweet English lady, how do you put up with Kent?
That's a very good question. That's well, actually, I was born in Australia, so that kind of helps
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay.
because we're used to the old rough and ready out in the Oz.
They're rough and ready in the ass, huh?
Oz, darling, Oz. Aussie.
Oh, the camera followed Kent.
Yeah. Why did the camera follow Kent? What about
Because
Fiona?
he is the main man.
Oh,
Fiona,
okay.
stand up and get that camera back.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'll be fine.
Okay, because I'm going.
I'll be fine down here.
Can't wait. No, make the camera go down. Oh, he left.
Yeah.
Fiona, stand up so the camera can come down to you.
So we can see you.
There you go. No, it's
No, it
still
didn't
not.
work.
Damn it! You're gonna have to stand.
Or take that thing and move it with your hand. Never mind the gears on it. Just grind those things completely.
How do you tolerate that man,
Yeah,
Fiona?
I don't know.
Like,
What do you see in Kent, Fiona? Be honest. Be honest.
Humor, sense of humor,
Mm-hmm.
kindness, generosity,
Yeah,
the beauty of soul,
Uh,
talent, of course.
yeah.
Fiona, is Kent holding you captive and he made you say that?
Yeah, that's a possibility.
If you're blinking twice for help, we can't see it.
That's it. That's why he moved the camera.
That's why he moved
See?
it.
I
Little
knew it was something going
sneaky
on.
Bastard.
Yeah. What's Kent like when he's not behind the screen or behind the camera?
He's usually asleep, you know. Lazy bastard.
Is he really? Go ahead.
No, he's just the same.
Really?
I
Okay,
bet.
so there's no front, there's no show.
Hell no.
Okay.
No,
What we
Fiona's
see
like,
is
yeah.
what we get.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. What was some of the romantic things you would consider Kent has done for you?
Romantic.
Yeah.
She's like, what is that?
There has
I'm
to
sure
be
he knows
something.
the meaning of that word.
I know something romantic that you did for him.
Wait, hang on. Wait, hang
Yeah.
on. Before you answer that, Fiona, before you answer that,
Okay.
Kent has had to have done something romantic for you.
Kent, she doesn't know how to adjust the camera. You left.
Twat.
He cooked dinner for me once.
Really?
Aw.
Early on. Yeah. It was super noodles with chicken tikka sauce. All
Wait,
mashed together. It was... No,
Was
it
it-
wasn't chicken tikka. It was chicken korma. And I hate chicken korma.
Oh my God.
But I ate it and went yum yum.
How
So-
early in a relationship was this though? Was this his attempt to like make sure he had his hooks in you?
Yeah. This was his big attempt.
That was his big
Cooking
move.
dinner.
I know what you did romantic for him.
Oh.
There you are.
Oh no, good. Take it off me.
No.
Yeah, there
no.
you go. Oh, you're
Okay,
a beautiful woman. We
Fio-
want that on you.
Fiona, I know what you did for him that was romantic.
Really?
Yeah. He told us the story.
Oh,
You want me to tell you?
He probably made it up. What one was
He
that?
said you cooked him the most delicious shit pie.
I forgot about that.
Right? A literal shit pie.
I don't remember making you a shit pie.
So Kent was lying to us.
Was Kent lying?
Was Kent?
Oh,
Did you
it
just?
tasted shit.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, well, see, I told you about his super noodles and chicken korma, all in one bowl, mixed up.
Well, I mean, I guess Kent can't go outdoors and get you flowers, right? The man has a condition.
Yeah.
He can't even leave his house. So
doesn't
are you
even-
telling me? Are
He
you
can't
telling?
even pick the daisies from the grass verge outside the front door.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
He
come on,
could.
Kent.
He could.
No, he has often got me flowers,
Mm.
gold
Aw.
roses,
Mhm.
and I've got every rose he's ever given me.
Yeah.
A
Oh,
sample
really?
Of.
Really? So
Yeah,
Aw.
somewhere around the house, I can't find
What was
it.
those lovely flowers ago?
yeah.
Huh?
Gave you herpes.
That's not.
It gave
bad.
you herpes? Oh, jeez. Fucking Kent.
Fiona, what's the Fiona? What's the best way to make your husband cry? What's his emotional
Oh,
push button?
easy.
Anything with
Kill
animals?
a dog.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he is attached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Any
that'll
of
be
one
it.
of his fluffy bunnies.
No, any dog.
Or any
Mm.
dog, yes.
Yeah.
Any cat.
Even a cat.
Goat.
Even but you guys own a cat too?
Horses or animals.
No, I
No,
don't
we
think-
don't own, but you harm a bumblebee and he's in tears.
Mm.
He's holding a bumblebee hostage?
Yeah. A wasp stung me the other day,
Mm.
just over a week ago. It's just gone down.
Oh shit.
And he was more worried for the wasp than me.
Mm. Good God,
Fucking
Kent.
Kent.
Jesus Christ.
What is wrong with this?
Fiona,
man?
what do your neighbors think about you? What do your neighbors think about the Spongs?
Bum hurt.
What? Probably that we're too loud. We've got noisy dogs.
Because you guys share walls, right?
Yeah.
Has any neighbor came over and just said, you know what, you guys are a bit too much. You're outrageous. No?
They
Okay.
wouldn't dare. Kent will show up in a dinosaur outfit.
No, we've
you're
got lovely neighbours on both sides. They're
Oh,
really nice.
good.
Mm,
Got a family on that side and a family on that side.
hmm
They're from Hong Kong. They moved over here when.
Oh, wow.
Because of Hong Kong and China taking back
Mm-hmm.
Hong Kong, so they moved over here with their extended family.
hmm
I've been reading Cantonese.
Then we've got a couple of their 2 kids next door on the other side.
Very
I think
cool.
she's a teacher.
Mm.
Don't know what he does. But
Yeah.
they're really friendly.
Fiona, your hair really does look pretty.
It does. It looks nice on you.
Yeah.
You wear it well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's a bit of a mess at the moment.
Mm.
We wouldn't know.
It needs
Yeah.
a cut.
Mm. Yeah, we wouldn't know.
It's all flat. Because normally I like it more layered.
We've seen your cutting abilities with Kent's hair.
Right. You like his pixie cut. At the moment.
Yeah.
It is a very nice pixie cut.
Yeah.
Uh,
He almost looks like a punk rock type vibe going there.
Well, that's sort of what I was going for.
Yeah.
it
They
does
wouldn't
look
let
at
me
him.
do what I wanted to do, which was shave the sides.
Mm.
Shave
Oh.
the sides.
Fiona, how often does Kent hold that posture right there, that pose right there he's doing right now? How often do you see him doing that? With his hand on his chin and he's looking down and in deep thought.
Not that often. It's usually
Mm.
that's what he usually does.
Back in the chair asleep.
Yeah.
He kind of looked like that famous statue. I forget the name of
Yeah,
it.
The
The-
thinker,
Yes.
Thinker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Rodan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I think this is our first official meet and greet with Fiona.
I know.
We haven't had you on the show yet. You do a better job than
That's 'cause I'm
Kent.
shy.
Really? No,
Aw,
you
come
do
on.
phenomenal, Fiona.
Yeah.
Oh, rubbish.
You got to come on for an interview.
Yeah.
We want all the dirty secrets about Kent.
Yeah. What's the first thing he said to you when?
Socks.
His socks are dirty.
What's the first thing he said to you when you guys met? What was the exact first words out of his mouth, Fiona?
Oh God, I don't know.
What?
Your first words to me. I know you had a white shirt on and you had a packet of silk cut in your.
I think my
pocket,
first
top
words to you,
pocket.
darling, were, "Does this look infected?"
Oh
I think
my!
it might have been Max is in the car.
Max is in. Oh shit!
Jeez.
That was his dog. His dog at the time. Because I only met him to walk the dogs. I wanted to meet his dogs, not him.
Mm.
Oh, how funny.
That's why my profile picture was a picture of Max.
Yeah, it was a picture of him lying in bed with Max.
Oh
my
wait, because you
God.
guys met online.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's good. That's like how
that's
you
right.
and I met.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And
And it was because of dogs.
it was because of a
Well,
dog.
yeah, my dog had recently passed away, and I was missing doggy company, so he happened to have dogs, and I said, "Do you want me to help you walk them?" And so we met up, and we found out that we both liked the same music and radio plays and comedy shows. And yeah, we used to have sex.
Yeah, one time ago.
Oh, damn.
Was it 8 years now?
Oh, fuck off.
Fucking can't.
You'd like
Jeez.
to.
Oh,
How
jeez.
how often do you guys have like house parties or housewarmings or whatever you call them in the UK?
Not often enough.
No,
Like never.
really.
She's like never.
So you guys don't mingle with other people. You just
No,
just stick.
we're absolute hermits.
Mm,
I mean,
About people coming over and mingling.
yeah. So it's just all business.
to be honest, we're kind of the same way too.
Yeah, we are.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we always have people coming over, but it's
Work related.
well, yeah, it's synth related.
Mm.
Well, normally, yeah.
Do you often want to go out, Fiona, and just do something with Kent and know that you can't?
I can't hear.
And it,
Yeah.
yeah,
That is like we were watching the rugby final today, and it would have been so nice to be at Twickenham with
Yeah.
mhm.
because I used to go to lots of rugby games, and for a year and a half I used to sort of be a steward at Twickenham
Mm-hmm.
for the games, the internationals, meet the players. It was fun.
Yeah.
But
Maybe you should just drug him and then drag him out, and then he'll wake up at the event.
you know, I have considered that, getting
See?
a big mallet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
done. I mean, he's
Yeah.
light enough. You
So
could probably
many
carry
lumps
him.
on his head. I think he's done for abuse.
So then you got to.
You wouldn't know when to stop.
True.
Well, thank you, Fiona, for coming in and
Yeah.
saying hi.
It
to
takes a
us.
special woman, I'm sure, to deal with that man and his hobbies and
Yeah,
his
Very
passion.
faithful.
Yeah.
Very faithful indeed.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Someone out of their mind. in
You're
other
doing a
words.
fabulous job, Fiona.
mhm.
Well,
You
I
are.
keep him fed and watered. I feel it's my duty in life to
Mm-hmm.
give
Yeah.
back through looking after the more afflicted. in life. Yeah, I consider it charity work. Really.
Yeah. Yeah. Now Kent seems like a horse.
I love it. I love it.
It's been lovely talking to you, meeting you.
Yeah,
I'll
likewise.
pass you back to the guru.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, Fiona.
Bye, darlings.
Oh my goodness. She's like
Thank you.
charity
fun.
work. That was fun.
Yeah.
I'll tell them your other evil secrets.
Yeah. Okay then.
She told us all the dirty stuff, Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all she does.
You're very lucky to have her.
Oh Christ, don't I know it? Mind you, it's good that I'm afflicted, isn't it? Because it means I lowered my standards.
Oh my God.
Man, you know, Kent. For every great man, there's a great woman by his side. Not
mate.
behind him, but by his side.
No, she is. She's a special kind of lady. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
You know
You
the
can
one
tell.
that's get their hands dirty without any trouble. You know.
Yeah. That woman is very, very beautiful, and for her to stick by you with all the things you have going on in your life, man, that is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that purple hair really does look good.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same dye, but on me, it always comes out looking like still grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on her, it's deep, dark, rich. And I'm going,
Yeah, it looks really great on her.
Moo, how come you get away with it?
Yeah.
Because when we went red, I looked like grey with a bit of red in it, and she was like, red, you know? Done it again.
Welcome in, Roy Joy Voice. Synth Samurai says, shout out to the Spongettes out there in the world.
I'll tell you what, you want to see what she's doing with the interior of this Mustang. It's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah,
Really?
I really want to see that.
Yeah, you got to show us.
Yeah. I've been tuning into the pubness, but you've been working on those synthesizers, man. Them
Bloody
damn-
CS80, isn't it?
Yeah, that thing is a piece of work right there.
Yeah. That clearly needs more work to it than I thought it was going to need.
Clearly, shit, you're
Yeah.
still on it.
Yeah. She's not a happy bunny at all.
No.
No.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get Azio's submission through here. We've been putting off the score videos for quite some time now, and we're going to reintroduce this again.
We've been very busy.
We've been very busy. I'm glad to be back on track. I'm really loving Albion 1
Until we get busy again.
until we get busy again. Yeah. So we're going to hear Azio's first, then we'll hear mine, and then we'll hear what Kent has to say about these pieces.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Here we go.
That was sick.
Band.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of
Man,
here with that bullshit.
I didn't even think to go that direction.
That
but
was great.
That's how subjective a score could be.
Mm-hmm.
Good God.
That
Okay.
was really good.
You want to roll straight into mine, then we'll talk about them?
Yeah, let me.
And we might just play them again just to get a second look. It's not uncommon to get a second look when you're looking at and hearing things.
Let me just get it queued up.
But that was amazing, Azio. What the hell do you mean? Don't make you look bad. You made me look bad. But it's subjective. It's very subjective.
All right, here we go.
Let's go. there you have two different thought processes behind the same video.
Which is really cool.
I guess
to
it's much like
see.
what Scott said. You know, it's so subjective to how people want to score something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But you see, that's the thing, is that there's no wrong way. The trick is trying to guess the people who've got the money, trying to guess what they want, or what they think they want, or is getting as close to it as possible. But both of them worked perfectly.
Right.
You know, there was points within the score where the image dramatically changes. There's also changes within the music as well.
Right.
So there's always these like audible markers, if you like, in the score as well. So yeah, they were both absolutely fine, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and that is the thing. It's very subjective, and like
Yeah.
Kent said, it's how do you follow direction from the person who has the money, essentially, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you get down to the sort of like brass tacks of it, do you know what I mean? It is really, it does come down to that. It's pleasing the people holding the purse strings.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if both of those, for instance, was put up to a program maker, either could win it. Either could win it,
Right.
depending on what they're wanting. But what was interesting was, because there's, I have met a few people who, you know, like doing scoring, and they do miss out a few fundamental things, where they don't. They write a piece of music, but it doesn't completely fit the tempo of the visuals, if you see
Right.
what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So when there are, you know, scene changes and stuff like that, and it's not reflected in the music in some way. It only has to be minor, or it could be quite dramatic. That's up to the composer. But it's more about it's the visual rhythm being recognised is sometimes actually more important than the notes of the score itself.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Bring Aziel's up again.
Okay, hang on.
When you're listening to Aziel's, you can hear clearly, like he even put in some spaceship sounds that I caught.
Yeah.
I mean, it's to me, it's amazing how people think about how they're going to do something, because in my mind, when I was looking at it, and I looked at it over and over and over again, I said, well, you know, there's no real noise in space. It's quiet. You really don't hear much. But what would I like to hear, knowing what I know, the limited things that I do know about music?
Right.
What's my interpretation of just this first, 30 seconds? So let's listen to the first 30 seconds of Aziel's.
Okay, here we go.
Now, it's funny because before anyone knew what the next clip was going to be, for all we knew, this was going to, from the view of this planet, it could have easily jumped to a scene where they're on planet and there's this war, or there's a woman giving birth, or something of a action scene that very well could have taken place after this.
Yeah.
Right.
And for
So,
this,
like for instance, if it was the scene is cutting to a woman giving giving birth to a child, if you were using that bit of music, what you would do is reduce it a little, not so many notes, maybe go up the keyboard a little higher, yeah, and make it more spacious and quieten it down a bit for that scene. And what you would do is build into the music that you have there a way of transitioning from this, which is the sort of like epic awe and wonder kind of aspect of approaching the planet, and then cut it down, but do it nice and seamlessly. So you're actually starting to do it as you're still approaching the planet. In the music, you are bringing in this element that's more quiet and laid back and, special because of that, this capturing this moment. If it was a war, you would bring in something that's rhythmic and deep, so that it's setting it up for, war music, if you like, because you're not going to do like light piano to a bloody battlefield scene.
Yeah.
right, you probably go heavy percussions at that point,
Yeah,
right?
or bring in something sharp, like a disjointed kind of sequence going on with a very jarring, aggressive sound. You're bringing that in, and then as the scene cuts and you're like, boom, you're there and you're ready. As this thing's coming in, now it's taking place and it's taking over,
Right.
and then transitions are important between scenes, unless you're doing it in such a way. Like for instance, if you were to do that scene there, that 30 seconds, and doing it as very light, say piano, maybe a little bit of string going on, and lots of reverb, lots of space about it. You could literally, if it was cutting to the woman giving birth, you could probably keep that going because it still suits.
Right.
Right.
If it follows suits with the vision, then
Yeah, because
change the audio.
that would work with both those scenes together. But if you're going epic and you're going to that, you need to be able to bring that down. So
yeah.
I
so
think
you watch the rushes and then you go, yeah, I can see where I'm going to have to do this, that, and the other.
I think the scene of a woman giving birth should be accompanied with the sounds of like a battle war.
Well, this
Crazy and intense.
Right.
That's the interesting thing. This is why you have to have this discussion with the director. And when he's doing the birth of the child, you go, yeah, but what are you telling? What is the story here? Is this because if it's the birth of, I don't know, Thanos or something, then you want that sort of like rough undertone as well.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be like kind of
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
And because you're implying with the music what the script is saying, which you go, this is the guy who's going to try and wipe out half the universe, sort of thing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You wouldn't have like the moment if a lady is giving birth to like the devil himself.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be
Right.
Would it be?
Yeah, you have something more like Mordor or
Yeah.
something
Probably
like
why even Disney probably won't do, Thanos the prequel.
that.
Do you know what I mean? Sort of like, Mummy, I want to destroy half the universe.
Yeah.
Little piano music going in the back end. Oh dear, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cute of you.
Play the surface. No.
Continue on this.
Yes.
Like, okay.
Okay, how he set that up was amazing because it just completely went from night to day. And then there was the percussion in the background. And it still kind of made sense before the transition to the surface.
Yeah. What was important excuse me, what was important is as the planet's passing out of view,
Mm-hmm.
you quieten the music down. Or you're just left with just space.
Mm-hmm.
And then as it comes in, and then the surface music kicks in. As well. It's those little things as well that help the music blend into the video. Because technically, the idea is that if you're watching a film, technically speaking, you're not supposed to notice the music.
Oh,
Right.
so like how important is the space then? Like, is there even
Well,
how often do you leave space like that?
Well, you get the feel from what you're watching, because it's all this double standard thing. It's at the same time you've got to be also, the way you write and what you like writing has got to come through as well at the same time. So it's this kind of duality thing where you're trying to write to the film and what the film wants. So the film's telling you what you're supposed to write, but at the same time, you've got to be true to yourself and write what you think it should be. But you've got to do these two things at exactly the same time. So it's this thing where, so the trick is that a good film score composer knows instinctively if what he's done works. And it comes from doing precisely this, just trying things out.
Right.
And you will know, because you'll watch it back, see, like sometimes when you write a song or you paint a picture or whatever it is, and you go, that's really good, I'm really happy with that. And then you come back to it 2 days later and go, that bit, no. And that bit over there, I'm not so sure about that. I'd like to correct this,
Right.
And, it's the same with doing the music for this stuff. You go, yeah, that's great. And then you come back to it 2 days later and see how it feels, how it sits on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, but the way I've just done the transitions is like absolutely fine, absolutely perfect.
Yeah. Okay,
Really works.
Go ahead, finish the surface up.
You want me to finish it through and through?
Finish it. Go ahead and
Okay.
finish it.
I like that last bit at the end, the little
And he-
scratch.
I mean, he did exactly what you were saying earlier. He just followed through with the same piece all the way through the next scene.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, it makes sense the way he subtracted some things,
Yeah.
and the way he ended it. It just always fascinates me on
Yeah.
how people can hear that.
Right. As said, there wasn't much happening on the surface here, so I didn't know if I should introduce something else. Which is very true, because it's kind of like the same scene, right? Like
It is. You're
there's-
just flying over
Yeah.
the tundra and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but that tells me he was thinking the same thing I was thinking.
right.
You know, what's too much or what's too little.
Too little.
I
Right.
think when I was talking to Azio, I think we were in the pubness. I don't know where we were we in the pubness, Azio? We were talking about it, and I was sitting behind the computer, and he was asking me which way am I going to go, digital, orchestral. I was just like, I was just watching the video through and through, and I think I was mind fucking myself more than I started to even create music. You know, it's just, what do you do to this?
But I think Kent said it before. It's easy to score because you don't have to figure it out, right? Mm-hmm. You're gonna have the sound director and the director give you direction. Mm. So they're the ones that are gonna be telling you, no, do more orchestral, no, do more synthy, no, they're gonna give you that direction so you don't have to sit there and mind fuck yourself on what to do.
But in my mind, are you hiring a composer to give them direction, or are you hiring a composer because you like his work?
Both.
Yeah. There's a lot of duality in that profession. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's absolutely both.
Okay, cue up the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, I just struggled with it. I struggled, and I go, you know what? Why are you even doing this?
Because you want to learn.
No, not. I mean, that's not what I was questioning. I was just like, why am I just going in so hard on this and not having fun and just put something to it, you know?
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Put a bit up. That's it. Good girl. Love it.
It's like
he's looking at me so rudely.
I was like, huh? What
I'm
the hell's
starting
going
it
on?
over. Jesus.
Okay, I can't see the live portion. I'm getting the YouTube side.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that went through my mind on this part was get the first major chord out before the scene changes. And then go ahead and play the chords through the landscape.
Yeah.
And like Azio was saying, there was not much going on, So I even thought about adding like Foley every now and then, but there wasn't. Like, what do? I thought about adding like ship sounds, but then I got it into my mind. Well, my ship is running smoothly, so I don't want to hear any ship sounds. I don't want to hear any clunking or air compressing or
Yeah.
I was just like, if I'm new to this planet, I'm gonna be lost in the awe moment. And I'm going to fly over this planet nice and slow and see what it offers. Is there any life or, what could be discovered?
Yeah.
And what's funny is that drone in the left ear or the right ear. I was like, that kind of sounds like that would be the hum of my spaceship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then there would be something bittersweet from having to leave this planet and then head back to the stars and go past the very planets you've flown over on the way to that scenic view. And there's something sad about having to go back to where you came from, which is why I did the single notes on the piano.
Yeah, but more importantly, you were observing the visual clues, visual cues rather. Like for instance, when it cuts back to space, you bring in that bass note and hold it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was your indication scene has changed in that piece. So
it's funny because so you have the same exact video in two different scoring, right?
Yeah.
In Asio's video, I feel like that spaceship is going to war or going to a battle. In your video, I feel like that spaceship is finally going home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or exploratory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Two
Okay.
completely different feelings from the same video because of the scoring.
Yeah. I mean, on Asia's version, it would have fitted even better, but all I have to do is speed up how fast the ship's traveling on the surface.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So if they could edit that so that it would it could
Speed
travel
up.
faster across the surface, then
Yeah.
it would fit even better.
Right.
Mm.
So, but no, you see, this is the thing. This is what's so mad about it, is that there's no wrong way of doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you just experiment and try stuff out, and just have fun with it.
Yeah.
And
And
the very next person that did the score for that, it was totally different again,
Yeah.
and none of them would be wrong.
But how often does that happen? Like when you look at Asios and you said speed up the terrain, does a director or producer look at that and go, I really like this piece. Maybe we need to do something just for what was done here.
It's possible, but normally the film composers considered, canteen staff as far as the film crews are concerned. They're not that high. You have to be called Hans Zimmer.
right.
Or David Arnold, or Morricone, or something. Then you got a bit of weight behind you because they're coming to you now.
Mm-hmm.
You're not pitching anymore. They want you to do the music to their film. You've made it.
Right.
So, if Hans had done ACO's one, he said, yeah, if you speed up the surface, that will fit an awful lot better. Oh yeah, okay, well we'll try that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you, as a up and coming, and you try to do that, and you go, "There's the door," don't let it hit you in your ass on the way
Right.
out.
Yeah.
Right. But they wouldn't tell Asio like, hey, I like everything you've done here. But for this scene, I think the music is driving too fast, too hard. Resubmit.
They could do.
Oh, they definitely could.
Yeah, well, you're going to get notes. You
Mhm.
always get notes. I know Ty hates it when he gets notes. Go, really? Because 9 times out of 10, it's the person who is giving you these notes really technically doesn't know anything about music or what they're doing in that field. Sometimes they do, and you're grateful for that because they will give you sensible notes. But sometimes, as Ty said, you've got people going asking the most stupid things to be done to the score. So You know, it's a business like any other.
So if you're going to score a movie, and I'm only asking because I have zero idea, you get the film, and normally the film it's done, it's locked in most cases until it isn't. That's a different story. Is there?
Yeah, no, there's no such thing as a locked film.
Okay,
Not really.
but is there cues where they want you to put the music and where they just want nothing?
Yeah.
Is there
Depending on
framework?
Well, depending on how closely they're following it. You know, one job will end up being completely different experience from the next one, and then the one after that. It depends on who you're working with. This is why you get these people who go, "Oh, I like that. I like working with that director.
Mm-hmm.
He gets me, and you know, I get him," kind of thing. I get an idea of what he wants. Hence why Christopher Nolan kept out using hands all the time to do the scores, because the first one clearly went very well. And I go, "Okay, do you want to do the next one as well?" "Yeah, cool. Let's go for it." You know, I need another yacht. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah. So it's about It still comes down to relationships. It's like everything else in life. You know, there's nothing magical or mysterious about it. It's literally people working together. You know, like doing the popcorn challenges and stuff like that. It's exactly the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you can either you work creatively with people, or you don't. But you have to work with them first to find that out.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Or find ways of adapting. You know.
Let's do this. Do we want to stick with an Azio? This is for you too. Listen up. And anyone else who wants to join, you don't have to, but this is for people who really want to learn how to do this and take the criticism without getting your feelings hurt. Let's finish, or not finish. Do we want to stick with another space theme, or do we want to go somewhere different for this next video or piece of film?
Explore.
Mm-hmm.
Better still, set yourself up a challenge. Try to write a piece of music to it, like you're watching a bit of video and you go, "I've got no idea what to do to this." That's the one you do.
Okay, so let's figure out what style video Azio or anyone else who wants to. Andy, I think you should get in because it sounded like you missed out on this.
Another thing to try, right, to get the cobwebs out, is find a bit of video, watch it once, and then on the second time you watch it, write to it.
Yeah, Azio said he wouldn't mind something different.
Something different,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, it's, if you do space, there's a limited amount of types of music you can do within that framework. If it's nature, there's limited types, so
Right, yeah.
everything's limited. But it's also a very, again, this duality. It's limited, but it's also a broad spectrum, And so, there's no good way and there's no bad way of composing the video.
Okay, so my biggest conundrum here is actual footage.
Well, there's so much footage out there that we can look through, and there's a bunch of stuff that came into out of copyrights too.
I mean, I did a piece to funny enough, because somebody said documentary in the chat, and it reminded me. There was this documentary, and it was about this steam train journey across China. And there was this bit of footage where the train's working its way through this huge valley. I thought I'd write a bit of music for it. And it completely changed the way that I first seen the video. the context of that video, once the music was on it, completely changed it. And that is good practice, because what you're doing there is pretty much what you'd be doing as a composer.
Yeah, like landscape videos is what
Yeah.
Cheech is saying.
Or something that the camera's focusing on. It could be, like for instance, if you were given a bit of footage, right, of traffic on the freeway, the camera's dead still and it's just watching traffic. That's it. Yeah, like footage from a speed camera. Right, bit of music to that.
Even picturing that, it's like, what would I even do to that?
Yeah, exactly. But then again, you look at Kraftwerk doing Autobahn, and it's talking about traffic. It's a song about traffic, but it's a song that can the track that can also stand up on its own, and that's the trick. Is if you can write a piece of music that fits all the picture, but it's also a piece of music that can stand up on its own, then you got a soundtrack, and that's more royalties.
Man,
We'll just have to find
yeah.
something.
I like to find something we can agree on too.
Yeah, we can both look, or everybody look, and then post it in that channel in Discord.
Because there are some black and white
that we can look through.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff.
I'll tell you something where I failed dismally. Was trying to write music to a silent film, an old black and white silent film.
That's kind of like what we did on the first challenge. Remember the lady putting the baby in the...
Yeah, but if it's a comedy, there's literally so many years have gone by, and you're set in your ways so much, and have an idea of what the music should be for that. It's almost impossible to break out of it.
Right.
Go, let's try and do something more modern with it. And I really was struggling with that. That was a real problem for me, I must admit.
Yeah, because it has to fit the period too.
Yeah.
Or is that not how you should be looking at it? You shouldn't be looking at anything like that's the period.
It depends, doesn't it? I mean, you've got a film about the guy that did the 4-minute mile and all that sort of thing, and you've got Vangelis got a CS80 blaring out. It's supposed to be like 1920s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's just how you make it work.
Where's Chrome saying to go for B-roll?
Oh, the archive.org.
Oh, is that where we go?
One of the places.
Okay, because some in color B-roll, like some drone shots flying over wheat field or
yeah.
Yeah, we can find something, and then we'll post it. Well,
and we could definitely put it in Discord too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll spend this next couple of days and looking for something, and then we'll post it in Discord, and we'll agree. We'll post a few of them.
Well, I mean, what was interesting and sort of like, tore down quite a few cobwebs, to be honest, was when you did that, the challenge with the moon landing. And the different styles that come out of that.
It was great, huh?
It was quite an eye-opener. It really was.
Yeah.
It was.
Different ways of interpreting the footage.
Even the one with the people, the lady and the baby.
Oh, and they got married and stuff like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That I was.
Well, you want to play us a little something before we get out of here, and then we'll figure out a video and post it on Discord.
Yeah. When do we want to start this? Like, I don't want to wait too long.
Well, we'll start immediately looking for a video.
Do you want to throw another one next Saturday?
If we have time. because we have to find the video and then,
Yeah, don't write anything in.
Yeah.
something.
rushed.
Yeah.
What
So
do you?
another thing you're going to have to try,
Mm-hmm.
get a bit of footage and just write to it live
Yeah,
on here. Write it live.
that'll be cool.
God, that's so on the spot though.
It's
Jesus,
funny though
Yeah.
because it's funny.
It's excellent practice though, I
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah,
'Cause you did it earlier
and
and
at
you
least
had-
you're there
And
too.
you had no idea
Yeah.
you were doing it.
Mm,
Oh, today?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
But it's something about being on the spot live, Some
Yeah.
things I'm still not comfortable with as a musician.
Well, you best start getting comfortable then.
Well, it's good practice because when something is presented to you, they have deadlines,
Right.
and the quicker you can get on that wagon
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and present something to them, the better down it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
know?
Yeah. Aziel said, or not Aziel, Andy said, give me 5 minutes. I'm doing a score to this vid. Well, yeah, we'll wait for you.
You had months, Andy, months.
But what did we say to snap him into shape? Like, okay, so now Andy's gonna come on this ride with us. You better submit something for a new video too. Like,
And next time, you better not wait months to do it.
I wonder now if we can't use, since we're already going to film our own movie. I wonder, I have my camera set up. If you and I just shoot a piece, how long of a piece are we talking here?
If you see, this is again, it's this bloody duality thing again.
Mm-hmm. I
See,
mean,
if it's a long piece,
uh-huh.
right? You've got more scope and you can explore more. If it's a short piece, it's also trains you to come up with strong hooks. If it's short, it's like writing music for adverts.
Right.
You got 30 seconds to make your music stick in people's heads.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And which is again an art in itself. But so unless you're practicing that, you're gonna get kicked in the arse if you get offered an advert. And in all honesty, if you're breaking into this kind of work, adverts are probably the first thing that will turn up on your door. Because they're always making adverts,
Yeah.
Right.
We'll look for a piece of footage. Let's
We'll
not
look.
commit to making anything.
Okay.
You know how limited a time
You have to edit.
to anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately, life goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it comes and bites you in the ass too often. So
Yeah.
don't make yourself too many commitments at once.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from experience.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's play a little something while.
Andy gets.
Yeah.
I really didn't have anything set up.
Oh, well, you were just playing whatever.
other than what
Yeah, what you guys
I
were
just
doing
used that to
earlier.
practice keys. It's not nothing.
Well, Kent will practice his keys along with you,
Okay.
like he needs to practice.
Always need to practice.
Yeah. Tell her. Shit.
Come on. Yeah, man. I need more synthesizers. That's what I need.
Yeah. There you go. You need more.
Tell you what, instead of making that a chord, make it a single bass note. Like a nice big deep C or something like that on its own. Senior management, yeah.
getting through some of these things. Hang on.
Okay.
Ken got you on the spot, huh?
Snap to it, boy.
Come on. Snap, snap.
Deeper?
Close the filter a bit. Make it more of a distant rumble. Yeah. That sort of thing. Now play around that. Nice. There you go.
See, Ken's a good director.
And action.
Action. He said he wasn't ready.
And action again.
And action.
Take 2. Yep, nice and deep.
That does sound pretty nice, though.
Let's see what we got on here. Hang on. Ugh. Digging a hole in the carpet or something.
What? Who's clapping over there?
That's some serious. She's just getting the carpet just the way she wants before she'll lie down on
Oh, yeah. Our dog Saren does that with his blanket in his bed.
it. Still looks exactly the same as it did when she started.
She sounds like she's tap dancing.
Yeah. Bit of Strymon action going on there.
You sneaky bastard, you.
certainly do with a third party.
Yeah, I don't know where that twat is.
Okay, let's get Andy going.
Ken's like, I'm still going. I got them all down. All right.
God, that's good practice. Practicing along with the old Spong. You have no choice but to behave with them and follow.
I was following you, and then every now and again I go, right, I'll troll off for a bit and then come back again.
Well, there you go. He even fooled me, people.
I like to follow. I do like to follow.
Yeah, okay, let's see. Do I have the...
We got to get you on StreamYard, Azia and Andy. It'd be nice to have you guys in for just live practicing like this. That way I'm not left to myself. Oh, give me the reverb. Give me the reverb.
Oh. Wait, do I have... No. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
Hurry, I'm excited. Hurry. Tractor redacted legs.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And remember, rule number 1, turn off your fucking Strymon.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, it's not being played through that, so we're good.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good.
you're cool. You're cool.
Yeah. On this one, we're good.
Yeah, rule number 1.
Because
Turn
I
off.
listened to the track yesterday going, I don't remember that bit.
Yeah.
What's that bit? Where'd that come from?
The fuck is he adding now?
And I made sure, I'm like, did you mute everything? Yeah, everything's muted. we're fine. I'm like, are you sure?
It's like talking to a wall, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like
Yes.
it's like Kent said, you told me Friday. I did not tell you Friday. Look, I might have said Friday.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go with the.
Mate, I've been there, don't worry.
Yeah. Here we go with the Andes.
I really feel like Andy heard what I was doing and what Azio did. It was like, you know what? I'm gonna land right here in the middle and split the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really good.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See what I mean, though, about how anything can work.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you just cross your fingers and hope you're pleasing the director.
The
Right.
people who have the money.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to say
The people signing your paychecks.
I don't want to say space is easy. Space is not easy, but
I think it kind of is
it
because there's
gives
not
you
a lot.
it gives you an
Yeah,
array of
yeah.
things to explore.
Yeah.
Yes.
And kind of
Yeah.
get your mind to focus in on that alone, you know, because space just says anything can happen, or there's no frequency or sound you can't go
Yeah.
where it's not accepted because it's just so large. The moment I see anything where it's two people and there's dialogue, it's a wrap.
You're like, I'm fucked.
Because it just seems like you're so confined to that. You know, you're confined to that one thing.
Right.
I wonder if you could do something with just piano to that.
Oh, I'm sure you
Just
could.
piano, yeah. I think you could do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you could do just a harmonica on a
could
big sky
do
reverb
a
to
whole
that.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy said maybe we should do a big battle scene
For the next
for the
space
next
one.
space
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm. Shit, if you're gonna do that, Azio has it in the back.
Azio's like, just
Done.
take my old submission,
Just put
take
it over
that
that
middle portion there,
and
Yeah.
plop it right in.
put it
there.
on a loop, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's always great when if you can play to your strengths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's much easier anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, don't go outside your wheelhouse if you're not ready for it.
Yeah, that was dope though, Andy. For as fast as you did that,
Mm-hmm.
you sneaky little twat, you.
Yeah, that was good.
You're a twat with legs, and you like
had-
to sneak
But you had all this time, Andy. All this
all this time.
All this
He's
time.
like, well, I'm a deadline kind of guy.
Jeez. All this time. Well, what do you say we wrap it up and get in the
Yeah.
house? And
Any plans for tomorrow? What are we doing tomorrow?
I don't know. I'll probably be here again with these lovely folks.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know what.
Spitfire audio's good. In fact, anything
Yeah.
that speaks to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything you're comfortable with, right? If you're under a good amount of pressure, like it's not time to experiment.
I mean, I'm using Albion 1. Albion
Yeah.
1 is, there's nothing you can't do with just Albion 1.
No, Andy, everybody was invited to score to the dang video
Yeah.
you made.
Yes, Andy.
You're just a big old slacker.
Now you just trolling us.
Stop trolling.
Yeah. Andy just came in here to troll.
And Andy said, it's my video, not my scoring problem.
Not my video, not my problem. That's what I say.
That's what he said.
Oh my God, Andy.
Fucking Andy, that was hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Anybody who's in the Discord, if you guys have any film suggestions, go ahead and put it into the
It's called Scoring with Kent.
Scoring with Kent channel.
Under the
No, scoring despite Kent.
yeah.
I tell you what, can you run that video up again, but with no
sound.
No
Yeah.
sound?
Yeah.
we
hang
can do
on.
that.
I'm going to see if I can write something to it.
Live? Oh, so you're going to
Yeah.
put yourself under the gun now, huh?
Well, I'm putting everybody else under the gun.
Yeah, there you go, Kent. Step up.
Slap myself in the face as well.
Right? Let me know when you want me to play it.
Oh, it'll do. It'll do. All right.
He's just going to do nothing but piano to this?
And he's gonna be fucking brilliant.
It's going to be brilliant.
No, don't set me up for the fall.
It's
For
gonna
sake,
be
Marilyn.
horrible.
Turn your
Yeah,
Strymon
it's
off
going
too,
to be
Kent. Just so
absolutely.
you-
Always check that the Strymon is turned off.
It's gonna be that should be our next T-shirt. Is gonna be
Yeah.
make sure your Strymon is off.
All right, let's make up some shit then. Ready?
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
And playing.
Change your bastard.
It's coming.
It's not easy when you can't see the video at the same time.
Damn.
Fuck off, Ken.
Yeah.
No.
you
Simple.
bastard.
You just
That
play.
was beautiful.
Why don't you just
No,
tell
it
us to
wasn't,
pack
no.
our shit and go home?
No. Because the thing is, if you showed a vid, now this is a little trick.
Mm.
When you do that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
if it was somebody walking through woods, you wouldn't have to change the note of that.
Mm-hmm.
If it was ducks landing on a pond, boom, it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is the thing about it. Just try stuff and see, and you'll be surprised what it does fit. So even if you write something and the director goes, no, mate, you don't forget it. You put it to one side, and then another piece of video will come in eventually, and you go, and then submit it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they go, yes, it's perfect. Do you know what I mean? So it's just basically what we're all doing all the time. We've just hung a little label on it saying film score. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably a lot of film composers going, shut up, Kent.
Yeah.
So what I'm
Yeah.
hearing from Kent is when the scene changes,
Mm-hmm.
then you either have a change in your note or a change in some sort of instrument to introduce that it's a new scene.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. But sometimes you can get away with it, but it depends on how dramatic the scene changes.
Mm.
Sometimes you can do it by changing key and continuing to play exactly as you were
Right.
as well. Just try shit out and see what speaks to you.
Yeah.
If it speaks to you, then fine, you know? And try not to anticipate what other people want.
God, you make it so hard for me now to go ahead and do this live in front of people.
Why? It's easy.
Because I'm barely 3 years in as a musician, and here
Mate,
you are making
what have you been
fucking look
doing?
easy.
What have you been doing all this time, right?
Yeah,
But practicing.
yeah,
You've been playing live
yeah. That's true.
in there all the time. It's no different. It's just that the only change you've got to make is there's a new instrument in the room, which is the monitor, and you got just make sure what's going on.
Right.
I mean, you know, you watch it a couple of times, you know what's coming. It's just an idea of knowing when it's coming and to set yourself up ready to make your transition
Yeah.
if one is required.
Yeah, but the way you're able to grab certain notes and chords and not make that mistake, I know I'm not there yet, but yeah, it's definitely fun to try.
Well, all that is you know, you can take 4 chords, you know, a 4-chord progression. When you're doing it on the piano, just break it up a bit and you make it sound more complex than it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you did it as straightforward chords, you know, where you're going. That kind of thing, right? If you do it like...
And that's why they call him Spongelis.
oh, shit.
Oh, I heard that one.
Yeah, and that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
You're just putting...
You got a finger spatula.
just running
gold
that.
leaf and little petals on it and just making it look more than it is.
Yeah, run the scale.
Little pixie dust.
Yeah. So practice running scales, because it used to be said, oh, yeah, you've got
That's
to run your
probably
scales. And I go,
hard.
what's the point? You never use it.
Or we just...
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to share this real quick. I don't know if I spell... How do you spell Strymon?
Strymon.
Oh, I did spell it right.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, cool, man.
What are you getting ready to show?
Look.
Oh shit. I just saw it. Okay, yeah, print it up. I want that shirt.
Yeah, that is beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
He looks so
God
guilty
damn.
too.
Oh, Friday night popcorn. That's right, Tracker. You weren't here, but I fucked it up. Maybe you went back. But Kent's gang were going in, and I left my Strymon on, and my effects were sitting all over their music piece. And
But
No,
it
do you know,
oddly
what was interesting,
worked
it was
well.
it was actually kind of working. It's just that I'm going, I don't remember doing this bit.
Yeah.
I don't remember that sound being in it.
God
damn it.
All right. Well, we'll work on getting
A video.
Yeah.
But don't. Okay, anybody who's going to participate, please don't leave it just to us. We're we're busy too.
Yeah, if you guys
So
find
if
a video
anybody runs across a video,
that you think might work.
throw it in Discord. Scoring with the Gillis.
Yeah. anything that speaks to you
Yeah.
and you think you can do something to, go
Yeah.
for it.
We'll
yeah,
take
absolutely.
suggestions.
And maybe we don't have to. Well, I guess it's better we work with one video.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Not just a free for all.
Right. Eventually we'll do a free for all, but for right now, during this baby stages,
Yeah.
I think one because then it teaches a lot of lessons, right?
Yeah.
When you have one video and so many different submissions.
Yeah. And Steve said that Strymon over it didn't sound bad. So when Steve says that, you know you're okay for that mistake. Because Steve is anal. Steve has 2 anuses. I don't know if everyone knows that, but
You're so stop it. Why are you so
he has one for his character,
I'm gonna
and he
mute
has
you.
one to remove waste from his body.
You're so ridiculous. All right, on that note, before we start talking about poop again,
Yeah. Steve only
It always
washes.
comes back to poop.
It does.
Always.
Steve only washes one of his anuses.
either we talk about food or we talk about poop,
Yeah, well, one normally comes after the other anyway.
right?
Isn't it?
You would
it's a natural
you would
progression.
hope, you would hope. I mean, that's
Well, yeah,
that's,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
it depends
the
what you're
goal.
eating.
Yeah.
Throw that picture up again. Throw
yeah.
that picture up one more time.
Oh, hang
Those
on.
of you who want to Wagyu, you're fucking late. But those of you who want to help the channel out,
One of the few shows you can view on YouTube where you get bollocked.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get hammered for coming in late,
There you go. Or submitting a fucking score months later.
right? Yeah. But those of you willing to help the channel out, if you want this t-shirt on a hoodie or a hat, you want this print, help us
I
out.
definitely want it. I definitely want one.
We'll get it printed and then we'll send it to Kent with that other T-shirt that we have
Yeah.
for him.
I'm going to sign that one for Ken.
Yeah. Yes. Sign it. Fuck yeah,
I'm
sign
going to
it.
use a metallic
It reminds me,
shirt.
are you
Yes.
using this Ambient Zero?
Yes,
Oh,
I am.
has he been using it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really getting, because of the update,
Andy said, "Shut up, woman." Never, Andy. Never.
yeah.
Not going to happen.
But
Not
because
gonna
because of the update, I've been I have to go back and kind of revert my knowledge on certain things. But
But what he's doing, man, I tell you,
yeah, I was like,
It
damn,
sounds
this thing is a drone fucking monster. So
It's
and of
so
course,
nice.
I'm not a big preset guy. I like to get in there and start creating my own patches, and that's the first thing I was learning how to do is the sequencer and creating my own little. And it's amazing. I love it. I sit in the
Yeah.
living room with the JBL, and luckily it has an out that goes directly into the JBL, and it's so beefy and loud. And she's just sitting there going, "Fuck, you should just put this on loop as we sleep at night because this is amazing."
It sounded. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, partially because it was making me almost fall asleep because it was so just tranquil.
Right.
It had that that sound where like the soundscapes that you hear at night. Like it was
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
transforming and like, I'm like,
Yeah.
man, okay, I'm
Just
gonna fall asleep.
Put you in a meditative,
Yes.
yeah, and you
Yes.
could you could chain all these patterns together, and you could tell a machine how many times you want one pattern to play through. So I'll select like I want this one pattern to play through 3 times, and then I want the release of it for 15 seconds, and as soon as that 15 seconds is done, it plays the next pattern 3 times, and I choose a total of 3 patterns out of one bank. And it's just amazing. It just goes on and on and on. And most of these machines have shitty reverb. The Ambient Zero has a fucking awesome reverb, and the selections they give you is amazing too. And the shimmer, You just have to do everything. Don't add too much of one thing or it gets real dirty real quick. So if you deal with like micro movements instead of macro movements, you'll fare better with the Ambient Zero. And the one feature I love about the Ambient Zero, and I wish a lot of hardware would implement this, is if you accidentally move a knob, it won't fuck up what you've created because you didn't move it enough. You actually have to go back to the number you left off on in order to get it to move again. And that is a genius thing. It's almost like a fail safe, so you don't make mistakes.
That's
so you
cool.
don't adjust something by mistake. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
I forgot what that's called. If somebody in chat knows what that's called.
Google will probably know. And
Something
the
like capture point or whatever it was or something.
and the update, doing the update was not hard at all.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be difficult, but it was pretty easy. She was like, done. 7 minutes and it was done.
One of the
This
easiest
is why I
updates
knew
ever.
it needed to. I wasn't making it worth owning it anymore because I think it might have been Robbie or Andrew said to me, goes, "Oh, have you put the update on?" And I go, "There's an update." and that said to me, "Ken, you shouldn't have this. Give it to somebody who can actually get some bloody proper use out of it."
Yeah, and you got to buy a particular thing. You just can't simply get a USB 2.0. We ended up having to buy the Roland MIDI.
The
Roland MIDI something. And that, if you buy the Roland one and not the aftermarket ones,
you won't have any problems.
you won't have any problems.
Yeah.
If you buy the aftermarket one, you're fucked. So, but what that being said, Kent, there is a lot of fucking
a learning curve.
shift and do this, shift and do that.
Oh yeah.
And there's two different shift buttons for, and that right there I could see being a little tedious if you're not a guy who likes to fucking menu dive in.
Wagyu said knob catch up, maybe?
Yes, that's what it is. The knob catch up. Yeah.
I had that with that Korg drum machine. I read the manual and was none the wiser. And I watched a guy showing you how to use it on YouTube, and then used it, and then went, "No, it's still not doing what I wanted it to do." So I kept banging away at it, and I'm still kind of getting it. Like, what happened to the days when I used to just go up to a synth and just use it?
Right. Yeah. And that is the only reason why I bought that Hydrosynth, because I didn't know much about synthesizers. But when I saw it on a tutorial and the guy was just like, it's so fucking intuitive. Turn a knob, you're there. Like, go to your macros, you're there. Hit the macro button, you're there. Hit the LFO button, you're there. There's not a whole lot of shift this, shift that.
Yeah.
It's very in your face, very hands-on. You touch it, you're there. You want to go back somewhere, exit out, or just hit the other button. You want to hit the oscillator, it's there. I love it because it takes all of the guessing out, and it has an oscilloscope right there. So you get to learn to see what things are doing and how it's behaving. And if I had to recommend a synthesizer for beginners, it would definitely be the Hydrosynth. The Hydrosynth and
Deluxe.
the Deluxe is probably do yourself some service.
I mean, anything that because back in the old days when it was like knob per function, slider per function type of thing, it was much more intuitive. But with the amount of stuff you have in modern synthesizers, you'd have a front panel the size of a tennis court. So you do have to. There has to be a compromise. But these sort of machines now are coming out with. It's pretty much all your fundamental controls are on the front panel. You can just reach out and grab. You can see why it's coming back into fashion.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of these machines where you have to shift, control, stand on one leg.
Oh my
Dixie.
God, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and it starts getting a bit.
And the Sub 37, like the Sub 37 for beginners learning synthesis, that thing has helped me in so many ways. If you put that thing on the net and you start to explore, you really start to figure out what every knob is doing and how it's changing the overall sound. And there's no shift button to go to another hidden section. It's analog and it's right in your face, and you're gonna hear it immediately. You know. Yeah. And it trains you to do a lot of micro turning. Like some sense that it just doesn't have it. You just do large turns and that's it. But the smaller the turn, the more you're actually driving that machine, and that's why I love those two. Yeah.
All righty.
Yeah.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kent.
Yeah.
It's been a blast.
And
That's fun. Thank you.
we'll do another one as soon as we have.
Whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
be announced,
Mhm.
basically.
Yeah.
I think we might be able to get Colin here tomorrow. If you guys want to see Colin, he's available and he's willing to come back. And he said he could be here tomorrow. But don't forget tonight. What time is Colin's show? Do you remember? I think
9 to
9 to 12.
9 to 12 hour time.
Right.
So it'll be super early. Though.
Yeah.
It'll be like 3 a.m.
I didn't we post that in Discord, his radio station?
I believe so.
I
I'll
think-
look to see.
Yeah, we'll go back and
If
look.
not, I'll put
Post
it
it
in,
in
there, yeah.
Discord. But yeah, check him out. He's it's an affiliate of NPR. And those of you who've watched the show with him on here, you know he's a very how do you say?
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess
Knowledgeable.
that's
Knowledgeable. One would say even a savant in his field.
a savant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He knows a lot.
He
about
does.
freaking music. It's and out. I mean, you try to stump him a few times. He's like, "Oh yes, I know
Yeah.
this one." And they made it this. And I'm
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck? What?"
It's
Walking encyclopedia.
Yes. Yeah. It
It's
was
like
crazy.
it's like having our own Wagyu inside the studio.
For reals.
Even Wagyu throws shit at this guy.
And he's like, "Oh yes, I remember."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's like he has like a little internal computer processor that just taps into all the information. Oh yes,
Right.
I remember.
Yeah.
I'm like,
His
what the
memory is fucking phenomenal.
What?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Great
Makes you
guy.
wonder if he remembered coming out of the vagina when he was a baby.
I'm sure.
I might have to ask him that.
Yeah, Chrome. He is an android.
He is an android.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe maybe we bring Colin tomorrow and keep racking his brain
Yeah, if he can come early.
if he can come early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do a long.
Jervis is at what time, Steve?
I think 5.
Is it 5?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe we can do it before Jervis comes on.
Yeah, because if he comes like at 2, then it's a good 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like how we used to do our interviews was
Right.
at 2, right
Yeah.
before
Mm-hmm.
Jervis.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah. And if you're not doing shit, Kent, hop in. You'd be surprised what you might learn from this fucking guy.
Yeah. if he,
He's very intimidating, Ken. I gotta say.
Yeah, if he's
Oh, that's
available.
Yeah.
All
All right,
right,
everybody.
Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you for coming.
All right. Thanks, Kent.
Love,
All right.
bye.
No probs.
Bye-bye.